Foolish mortals. You're not hurt, are you? I admire your resilience.
The options.
Colossal weapon of ancient Kabur, the Ator. Gaze upon it, the key to our final destination. Quickly now, after it. Take me to Histria. Why is nothing happening? Is this another of that fossil Cartian's tricks? Here in Histria lies our final destination. We'll have to part ways soon. Too soon, wouldn't you say? I see the ancient ruins beyond that door. The slumbering ancient weapons will likely rise to its defense. Kill them all. This is my final request. I pray that you return to me unscathed. For my sake as well. Finally, I've made it back, and with the key to break the seal. Indeed, you were the key all along. Travelers of distant times, take this body as your vessel. With this power, I can continue pursuing my charge. Shocked I betrayed the trust you gave so easily. Sorry, but you should have known better.
Just the vertical segments here too. Navigate sizes. There. Oh, it's taking up the whole screen now, and it goes corner to corner. It looks all good. Okay.
see you're awake. Nice to meet you. My name is Eden. I'm a ruins excavator. Huh? You've forgotten who you are? And where you came from? By all outward appearances, you look well enough. Did you hurt your head? We found you with that Ator's heart we excavated yesterday. At first, we mistook you for a mummy. What in the world happened?
Worker, come hither. Haven't you heard time is black stones? Lord Jardine isn't half as patient as I.
The eminent Lord Jardine must be as quick as a choppy on a full moon. Now, I would love to hear your story, but it seems like it will have to wait. I was hired to excavate the ruins down below. Since the princess's prodding eyes are upon us, let's continue our conversation there.
Oh, you scared the daylights out of me. Are you new here? Who said you could rub your mitts on this without the princess's permission? Huh? What is this nonsense? When did you start working here? How do you not know this already? When the moon comes up, shall we have a nice little chat by the loo? Who's your supervisor? We can bring him along to get an earful as well. It's Wilson, isn't it? I swear he's left his brain on a deserted island somewhere. How does he expect you rookies to survive? Well, I am a generous person. I, Collins, shall teach you all you need to know. This ancient weapon is called an Ator. It's absolutely dangerous, so do not touch it!
Oh, this stench! How dare you stand so close? You... What? The way down to the ruins? What? Now even these peons. Mills! Do you know how hard I worked to make this excavation happen? Need I have you all discharged to be taken seriously?
I shall gladly take whatever punishment you feel is adequate once we return. But, Princess, I beseech you to withhold your anger for just... How dare you stand in the way of Princess Jarette of Serendia? If we were not out in the field, you would have been severely punished. What would compel you to ask such an obvious thing? Did Eden originally hire you on as a mercenary? Do you not know the ancient chamber excavation site is directly under the command of Princess Jarette? We told Eden how important this site is, yet he dares to bring in someone so wet, it's making it quite hard to trust him as a leader. We'll be lucky if we find anything at all before the deadline.
Eden was handpicked by our eminent Lord Jardine. Do you doubt the Grand Chamberlain of Serendia's shrewdness?
No, she don't fuck her.
I sincerely apologize, Princess. That was not what I meant when I said those words.
I shall punish you for your suspicions in time. For now, just concern yourself with how to restore.
Yes, I shall give this new recruit a fitting task. Ruins excavation starts with picking up a pickaxe. Break the stones around that ruin. It's a simple task. So go to the soldier below once you are done. But...
Eden's strong new recruit finally arrived, I see. Now tell us, how did you get locked in the sights of that spoiled princess? Oh, never mind. You didn't hear me say a thing. Anyways, seems like you know how to handle yourself. Follow me. Do you see those hungry wolves stalking about in the grass? Horses won't budge thanks to that scary lot. Sir Roig may appear like he's not watching, but he sees all. So this is the time to show your stuff, my friend.
Weren't you an excavator? I thought you'd get eaten alive. But it seems you've some use. I'll grant you access to the ancient stone chamber. Go and help Eden finish up with the excavation.
Oh, the frame rate's actually good now. Oh. Okay, that's fine.
You're practically drooling over those relics. Does a visit to places such as this make your heart skip a beat as well? Huh? Oh, so you're the living relic Eden discovered. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Laffy Bedmount, at your service. I'm not sure why no one has ever stumbled upon this stone chamber up until now, but I guess it just so happens that the day you awoke was the day we finally cracked the secret of these 5 stone murals. These murals of prophecy have been speculated to have been painted by the ancients. They depict the rise and fall of the Kron Kingdom. Take a closer look. Who knows? You might be standing in front of your own creations, and you've just forgotten about it. A depiction of Noir III of House Bartali, the last king of the Kron Kingdom of Balanos. The enormous crown symbolizes his unchallenged authority. The only thing he feared was death itself. One day, an alchemist from across the desert sought audience with Noir III. I, Master, shall grant you eternal life. If I heard that, my eyes would be big as dinner plates. Eternal life. Quite the thing to crave, especially in a world where many struggle to eke out a full living, even once. Alas, the prospect of immortality blinded Noir III, and he took the alchemist's offer. The blood and organs of 100 children and maidens, all offered up as sacrifice to the alchemist. The king's madness swept throughout Balanos as the people's resentment reached the heavens. But Noir III made no effort to stop the ritual to summon the alchemist's master. By the time the king learned the truth, that the alchemist served the evil god Hadum, his concerns had narrowed to the point where he cared not of such things. Fortunately, Elion, Al, and their believers did not remain idle, and the ritual to bring about Hadum into this world was halted. Though in doing so, the castle was toppled and shattered to pieces. The Midas was barely over 150 years ago. But do you know what's even more amazing? I, at Coffee Mountain, used the latest advancements in archaeological dating to determine exactly when these murals were constructed. Apparently, these stone murals were made not 150 years ago, but much, much further back. However did the ancients peer so far into the future? Ah, right. I've saved the most interesting mural for last. This one depicts a prophecy that's yet to come to pass. It's the breaker of chains who freed the vengeful souls sacrificed to summon Hadum to our realm. Yikes, look at the time. Take this information regarding the final mural and bring it to Martha Kean down there. You can't miss her. She's unreasonably tall and wears glasses so big you would mistake her for a frog. Just listen to her speak and you will catch wind of her temper.
Are you the one who described as a living relic you found? My name is Martha Kean, an archaeologist by trade. I guess this too is fake.
Martha! Martha! I found it! Come quickly!
Well, no time for handshakes. My, is it just me? Or are we seeing some steady developments after your awakening? If everyone worked towards a single goal in harmony, heaven on earth could be achieved. I swear I've seen these writings in an ancient text in Valencia somewhere. An ancient weapon that attacked the ancients. Who could have made such a thing? Is your heart pounding as hard as mine every time I make a discovery like this? It's like stealing a swig of light ale stashed away in a Calphionian noble's warehouse.
all the way over here. I was wondering who their special guest would be, and it was you. You and I have already been introduced, though I believe you've yet to meet my comrade, the beautiful Ganel.
Eden, come now, quit it!
Okay.
Greetings. I am all...
Do be careful. The remains of many petrified ancients are strewn about.
Not to mention the upside-down trees that are rooted around the relic as well. During my brief stay in the forest in the Southern Territories, I recall reading about them in some forbidden texts.
Dabbling in forbidden texts from such a young age. I can't imagine. Especially considering dabbling in forbidden texts from such a Wait, stand back, right now!
My goodness, what are you doing? Are you awake? These are the memories of the forgotten world. Sorry, but you should have known better.
Suddenly turned pale. Are you okay? But why would you do such a thing in front of an ancient relic you've never seen before?
You wouldn't have some red-eyed being whispering incessantly in your head now, would you?
It must be a black spirit. Those entities that bring ruin to all who succumb to their whispers. I was joking when I called you a living relic, but now it appears that name was right on the mark.
Eden, please, isn't that a bit too much? And yet, it may be wise to tell the others what we've just witnessed. The relic has begun to move. At this rate, the dark energies will.
The relic probably awakened after reacting to your black spirit. Be careful. The spirits will definitely seize any chance to swallow you whole. Do you know of any way we might get on her good side? Anything that might put her in a more magnanimous mood?
I knew it, I knew it! I knew you were trouble the moment I laid eyes on you. Forget what I said earlier. You aren't a lucky charm at all. Do you know how many hours of labor were wasted because of you? Are you going to explain this?
Oh, calm down, Laughy. If it weren't for this adventurer, we would have never found the Black Stone. So,
You think that alone will ease her temper? Why are you so oblivious to the ways of the world?
Leswa, the White Witch? To think that she was part of your last memories.
Why don't we speak more on the matter after returning to the Western Guard camp? Princess Durat's awaiting our report on the relic excavation results.
I bet she'll give us an earful after she hears of our findings, but that's for us to deal with. What about our friend here? Princess Durat won't let just anyone waltz right into the Western Guard camp.
Do you know of any way we might get on her good side? Anything that...
The only time I've seen the princess's foul temper abate, the day she met with Grand Chamberlain Jordine. Truth is, we've been waiting for a wagon with supplies from Western Guard camp, but it's yet to pass by. I had a bad feeling something in the woods may have caused the wagon's delay.
It's a bit inconvenient, but I suppose that's the way of the world.
saved. I thought you'd walk right past me. What? My wagon's over there. Broken in... I just realized my life has been spared, but only to be at the...
I saw you slay those wolves, I knew you weren't ordinary. A weapon? Well, one good turn deserves another. I've secured a job for you. Do as you're ordered, and you'll find your life becoming a bit more comfortable.
My name is Mania, and I am an officer of the Western Guard Camp. I'd rather not meet under such circumstances. I heard from Sir Royd that you are an excavator, but with a special set of skills.
It appears their skills were wasted digging for relics. You've been looking to hide...
Let's consider this a formal interview then.
See? Knowing how to seize the right opportunity is a skill in itself. Now, ensure my recommendation continues to carry weight.
Western Guard Camp, overseeing Eastern Balinese. Ah, Officer Fania, you're wounded.
I'm fine. Please tend to other soldiers who are more seriously wounded. Duvain, this is the one who saved us from the imps. Though the wagon was destroyed, we thankfully did not share that fate. And yet goblins again.
Gear, king of the goblins, grows craftier by the day. Take a look beneath the bridge if you want to see what I mean. That's the work of the Goblin King, Gear. Duvain is tracking him down, but capturing him is difficult.
The imps mistaken it one day. Red, I don't blame Gear for resenting me for that.
It seems things here have grown dire while our attentions were on the stone chamber. I need to go Don't worry. I'll carry word of your deeds to her ear.
Why don't you go visit the skill instructor, Armstrong?
Obsession with one's heyday is for... Oh! Recommendation from Officer Fania herself. With the more skills you learn, the stronger you will become. Keep checking from time to time on... The more skills you learn, the stronger you will become. Keep checking from time to time on what new skills you are able to learn. The more skills you learn, the stronger you will become. The more skills you learn, the stronger you will become. Keep checking from... The more skills you learn, the stronger you will be. The more skills you learn, the... Eden's living relic! You should have sent word you arrived safely. We were just about ready to send you off with a... Would you have preferred a wooden spoon?
Spoons, Luffy? You know quite a lot about foreign customs. Hiding a secret lover from the land of the morning calm, always...
Ahem. We've been granted an audience. Let us...
I suppose we'll find her in her...
This tastes horrible. Did you really think I would eat this garbage?
Princess, we are not in Heidel anymore.
Ugh, whatever. Just finish the job and go home. Do you know what allows Lord Jordine absolute rule over Serendia? Faith. Our faith in him, and his faith in us. I too demonstrated the capacity for good faith when I sent you off, and your favorable outcome is proof that does this not make me a most favorable counterpart to his lordship? Am I mistaken, my dear Roy? I place my faith in your good judgment of my wagon, of the finest Calphionian craftsmanship, and do you think I poured out...
Apologies, Your Highness. As speculated, what we found was merely the empty remains of the stones, after the black spirits sealed within had consumed all of their power.
You don't look like an addled half-wit. Cut the spiritual nonsense and speak with your professionals, are you not? You are being paid as such. Do you think these results will welcome me into Lord Jordine's strong embrace? Must I be... Get out!
Oh, she's surprising.
Do you think I poured out such fun?
Ah, you've lost your memories, haven't you? Congratulations on your first castigation. It can be a burden to earth, though it strikes me as odd. I heard all the black stones excavated in Serendia are being shipped directly to Calphion. It's this Jordine fellow making his own fiancée aid another nation in gathering.
As there aren't any black stones left in the stone chamber, I guess it's time that we set off for another excavation. One possessed by a black spirit may briefly gain great power and wisdom, but their ultimate fate is to succumb to its darkness and become a monstrosity. I pray you remain on the right path, for anything so easily gained can also be...
Stop scaring them, my boy. Keep your mind and body sharp, and there's nothing to fear. Next time we...
Across midnight. Is it midnight? Yep. 12 after.
From our first encounter, I knew there was more to you than... I have a proposal for you. What say you to working for Her Royal Highness, Princeton? I understand. Go seek out Captain Cliff. He will take into consideration your efforts in saving the soldiers from the...
We are currently tasked with finding the source of all this chaos. very leader of the imps himself. He suddenly appeared one day and kicked all the goblins out. Now he's been sighted launching small-scale raids into the... So, you've ingratiated yourself to an officer, and think you can now somehow barge in our war council? I think you've greatly overestimated the value of your so-called skills. And I'm afraid Officer Fania's eye for quality soldiers has greatly diminished. I think you've greatly overestimated the value of your so-called skills. And I'm afraid Officer Fania's eye... overestimate.
Without your aid, this would have been quite the bloodbath indeed. Let's use this momentum to track down Red Nose. He won't be. If you know a few days ago, I will be waiting.
His nose was so... I was patrolling the northern forest. When I turned around, I saw and boy, that imp was strong. Well, I nearly... Look, if you want...
Defense is survival. Don't hit the armor. Useless after the beating it took. I disposed of it. But whatever odds and ends I found at the scene, I put in a box. The armor, useless after the beating it took. I disposed of it. But what... This? What's this doing here? This belongs to one of our rookies, Murray. But he wasn't on duty at the time.
No, that's not mine. You've got the wrong idea. I had nothing to do with that skirmish. Well, I mean, I was off duty, heading into Velia. They've got this smoked chicken. My wife is pregnant, and anyway, I spotted an imp wandering alone. Well, this is rather embarrassing. The ground started to quake.
You started this whole commotion, and you didn't even have the dragon eggs to report it. You'll face a military tribunal for this.
Was all I'll think about that later. Let's move on to our next task. The important thing now is distracting the imps. The imp are up for the task, aren't you? Deal with some of the imps